held up just short of England's 10-metre line. Dupont, Jalibert, and then the returning Virumi Vakatawa. He will offer a slightly different threat in midfield today, wheelbarrowing forward as he does, and likewise the giant size Romain Taufifenua. It's as big a France side as lots of us can remember for a long time, and quick as well. And Thomas and Dupont is onto it. Oh, and he's gathered, and he's scored. There's the threat, and it's taken a little over a minute for France to find holes in England's defence.
That's a fantastic start. That man there, he accelerates quicker than anyone else. He sees the opportunity and he puts his foot down. He reads the game. Really good play from France, dragging England from one side of the pitch to the other, creating space on the outside. And then just watch Dupont as he sees the opportunity. He goes to the floor now before anyone else. That means he's beaten Anthony Watson, he's beaten Ben Youngs, and he can bat the ball over the line and regather. Unbelievable start for France, more than they could have hoped for.
Fiku wasn't far away from that. Ford on the polar, quickly back to Slade, and he inches his way through, more than inches his way through. He threads his way towards the line. Real moment here for England. Ford gets it away again, and Watson all on his own. 50th Test cap, another England try.
I'll tell you what, there's some big opportunities for England. They take one now when the accuracy of the passing, particularly from those backs, is spot on and crisp. There are opportunities for England to exploit, and they do it perfectly this time. Had a couple where they couldn't quite get it crisply through the hands, but just that ability to take out the defender with a really late pass, make them bite in on you. And you can see once they create the 3-on-2, it's all about the decision making.
Good match.
Marchand tosses it long, deliberately so, to Fiku and Dupont, and it's opening up now, and Jalibert and three French runners with a lot of intent in their minds, and Penaud will score off the line out. The flashing blue French threat, that is magnificent, and France back ahead.
That's genius, the way they hold every single England defender. Ball over the top to Fiku, but he's got Teddy Thomas on the inside, so England hold there. Then the loop around, Vakatawa comes close, holds Henry Slade. Now it's 3-on-2, and it's just about picking the right option. Training ground move, executed to perfection. Absolutely stunning back play from the French team.
Teddy Thomas, such a threat on the inside from that line out inside Fiku, isn't he? That defenders stick, everybody sticks, and Jalibert, you could see him. You could see the options opening up in front of him. A big gap between Farrell and May opened up, and he went for it. Then he saw it close, weighed up his options for a perfect pass. Split-second thinking from a top-of-the-range fly half. That was beautiful stuff.
Into the final 5 minutes of what has been a magical game of Six Nations rugby. Yules gathers high for England. The rest of his mates gather behind him and drive towards that French line, forwards and backs. Owen Farrell throws his shoulder into it. And now George. England have another penalty, but they want much more. Farrell over the ball. The new man, Will Stewart, has it. He's driven backwards by Olivant. Now we're looking closely at this. Sean Edwards drill defends. Instead, we're looking closely at Itoje, who may or may not have got it down. Teddy Thomas is there. Woki is there. And he's been held up.
Okay, on-field decisions, no try. I got held up. Just confirm that, please.
Okay, on-field decision held up. Bear with me, please.
Did it graze the grass for
I think the point of the ball potentially does. He'll have to have another look.
So it's just whether that tip of that ball is grounded there on the grass. So,
my goodness.
You heard the question. I think it probably is grounded, but do we see it?
You may award the try. The tip of the ball does touch the grain of the grass.
So grounding is good, yeah, Joey?
Maro Itoje has scored the try, but a tip of the hat to the Twickenham groundsman.
Yeah, just under that 15.
If the blades on his mower had been an extra couple of millimetres lower, England wouldn't have scored that try, but they have, and it's a huge one for them, and it's a huge one for France. One last big defensive set for England. Dupont to Aldred, who's just been enormous for France today. Oh, that looked like a knock on, it is, and that'll do it for England. Still playing. Not now. And there will be no Grand Slam for this wonderful French side. They will head towards their World Cup in a couple of years' time, full of beans, but no beans today for Fabien Gaultier. No Grand Slam. A glorious, majestic, magical game at Twickenham has ended. England 23, France 20.